That's literally the company's value.
Yes.
Business committed to the growth of people. The only way that you can actually do that is if you get to know your people. And so when I hear people say, oh, yeah, I've had a coaching business for a while, but it's not going that well, I'm like, well, what are the problems? Tell me what the problems are. Oh, I don't know. Well, aren't you talking to the people?
I truly just want to help past versions of myself. And potentially, like, if you are a coach and you're struggling right now and you're like, I don't want to get in the DMs, I don't want to be doing that, it breaks my heart a little bit because I go, it's a past version of you that's like desperate for help and you're unwilling to get in there and meet them where they're at and like hold their hand through those first steps. This episode, we're back and we're going to talk about coaching.
Yeah, so I think that there's a lot of people out there that are listening that are coaches.
Yes.
And there's probably a whole lot of, well, I know there's a whole lot of stuff that we have that can help coaches out. And I just thought we could do this as a really great episode to teach them how to really chunk down on their client avatar and to only work with people that are aligned with them.
Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, this is perfect.
And what are the qualities to determine whether they're aligned with you? Because I think a lot of people go, when they first start out, they're like, if they have the money, they're aligned with me.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's definitely a thing, although it's a very minor thing.
Yeah. And you're going to burn through that like level of audience and you're going to lose, there's potential to lose your passion and lose your enthusiasm for work if you're just working with anyone.
Yeah. And then there's the person that goes, well, I'm not going to work with that person because they're not my client avatar.
Yes.
And it's like, maybe they are and they just haven't actualized that yet. And maybe your avatar will change by the time you start working with them.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a, like, how do I know who to work with? And then there's the, what if it's someone who's a bit rogue? Like, you're not sure if you know their personality very well. They're a little bit different from you, but they have something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I want to distinguish today in this episode about how do you tell your client avatar as a energetic being.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's a bit rogue. How do you tell your client avatar as an energetic being instead of as a particular demographic?
Yes. Okay.
Right. So I know that, and the reason that I'm inspired to do this is today we actually met with someone who largely would not be in our demographic or our ideal client list.
Yeah, it's
right?
actually perfect. Yep.
If you were to look at face value.
Yes.
Although once we had the meeting, it's like, well,
hang on.
He's run a business before that made $3 million. He's currently building a business that's likely to make several $1 million.
Got a full startup.
Yet the way he's presented to us in the past has just been this kind of larrikin, fun guy.
To the point where we said to him, excuse me, how did we not know any of this about you?
Yeah. And the thing is he didn't necessarily keep it hidden. He just didn't say it either.
Yeah.
And he's been playing one of his archetypes.
Yes.
Right? So because of the nature of how we've met him, he's just played into that one archetype. And then meeting him today, it's like, wow, there's all these other different available energies that you could step into.
Yeah.
And you already know how to. You're just not doing it around us.
Mm-hmm.
And as it's turned out, he's definitely wanting to invest in the coaching with us. And so we're like, okay, great, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Because we see energetically
the alignment.
So energetically, the alignment is he really wants to help people. He's really committed to going all in on his goals. He can see the picture. He wants to do this and to make his life and the lives of so many men better.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, we've always had that part of our mission that says, let's help men become real men so that women can feel safe, so that children grow up in a really great environment.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it and I'm like, okay, face value, perhaps not our avatar, but energetic avatar, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought we could talk about that today.
Yeah, great. I love it when we freaking
go rogue and we have to think on the spot.
And AD energetics, which is probably one of the harder things to do. Yeah, okay. So how does somebody, I feel as though if we take this particular example without utilizing names, and you've essentially said it then, if we look at the energetic expression of him as an avatar, then it's willing to make decisions.
Yes.
Willing to go all in.
Yes. Fun.
Which is a high value of ours.
Yeah.
Really fun. And
he has energy.
He's committed.
He has that energy to, he's movable.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the bigger things because I know in the past we've spoken about like typically you're coaching people through transition
Yes.
of a values level or like or transition of an identity or whatever it might be. Like where he's coming from, that particular energy is like big. It's big
Yeah.
energy, and so we've got a lot that we're able to just redirect
Yes.
and move in the right direction, which he's 100% committed to, and is all like 100%
He's
bought
ready
in
to
on
go.
himself.
Yeah.
So that feels really great. How would somebody else determine that though?
Yeah, well, this is the thing, is if someone comes to you, so say you're selling nutrition coaching. So you're helping people work out how do they eat the right foods for their body? How do they exercise enough? How does the nutrition and exercise work together? That's your coaching business right now. And if that's your coaching business right now, you may think that you're going to get potentially menopausal women who definitely need a diet, definitely. And that might be who you're marketing to. Right? So say that's who you're marketing to and that's who you want because you're really big on menopausal diet and all that sort of stuff. And then all of a sudden a 14-year-old's mother rings you up and says, "Hey, I want help with my 14-year-old." Now, if the 14-year-old is a similar energetic nature to the menopausal woman, in other words, they're a little bit tired, they're not really doing a lot, they're getting frustrated a lot of the time, then energetically that would be a match.
Yeah.
Even though they're 14 and the rest of your clients are 50.
Mm-hmm.
However, if the 14-year-old was active, energetic, athletic, then that's not a match energetically.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's looking at what are the fine details of this energy about someone and what are the real qualities and values that you seek as a coach, and can you see that in your clients in their highest expression?
Yes. And can they see their own
Yes.
potential in it as well? I feel like that's a big thing for us.
Yeah.
It's like, absolutely, we can see the highest potential and we can see, okay,
Everyone.
they've got the success gene. It's right there. It needs to be turned on. I feel as though the push, that's probably not the right word, the pull to want to work with somebody specifically is how close are they? You know, when you can like get a switch in the like halfway mark where it's not off, but it's not on yet either. It's like, when
can you
people
flick
are
it?
there, when people are there and they're like, they know it, you know it. It's just that last
You
little
literally
like,
just have to flick the switch.
yes, and then it's fully on. I
Yeah.
feel like they're my favorite clients to work with because they've already implemented energy to get it to the like part way
That
point.
bit, yeah.
And then it's just that last little bit over the edge. So I can totally see that. So how does this work from a marketing perspective, or is like that's what I want to go into?
Yeah, great. So I feel as though a lot of people these days sell in the DMs
Yeah.
or sell with I don't even know what it's called because it's not how we do it. Like a push a button and then go here.
Yeah, like a
Or
mini chat
like-
sequence.
Yeah, or a link thing.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something. And-
Without any kind of like discussion or actual interaction.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so they're wanting to sell high ticket. They're wanting to sell it easily without any effort.
I love where we're going.
And energetically, that's not even connecting to your clients. That's just like hoping for the best with your words and trusting that they'll push a button. And this is where you have to get people on calls.
Yeah.
And if you're just starting out or if you are struggling to secure clients, then I am going to suggest get back in your DMs and then get people booked on a call. Actually spend the time to show them that you care. You're a coach.
Yes.
You should care about people if you're a coach.
Yes.
And if you care about people, then take the time to get on a call or at least get someone to do those calls for you.
This is that whole concept of like somebody, say there's a potential client, and like the analogy, I use this in the room through the week in our like training room for NLP. If there's an empty glass, that's your potential client.
Yeah.
You need to fill them up.
Yes.
And that glass needs to overflow before that water is coming back towards you.
Yes.
Like you need to keep giving and giving and giving. And that looks like time. It looks like nurturing. It looks like energy.
I think people think that we just jump in our DMs and go, "Hey, want to work with us?" And people just miraculously go, "Yeah, here's my money." And whilst, yes, we have a great persona that now allows for those kinds of transactions to happen, largely I still get on sales calls every day.
Yeah.
Because I actually love people. I do this because I love people. I know you get on sales calls every day because you love people.
Yeah.
And it's about how do we connect to people? We talk to them.
Yes. We're in the DMs.
talk
We're
to
loving people. We're helping people well before there's been any exchange of resources in
Yes.
terms of money. It's like we truly are committed to the growth of people.
Yes.
And
like that's literally the company's value.
Yes.
Business committed to the growth of people. And the only way that you can actually do that is if you get to know your people.
Mm.
And so when I hear people say, "Oh, yeah, I've had a coaching business for a while, but it's not going that well," I'm like, "Well, what are the problems? Tell me what the problems are." "Oh, I don't know." "Well, aren't you talking to the people?"
Yeah.
"No, I'm not." I'm like,
What
"Wow."
do you mean?
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter how technologically advanced we get. When you're working with people, people want to be met with a person.
absolutely. Oh
Yeah.
god, I actually get a little bit emotional. I didn't expect to get emotional talking about this. I'm all in my feels. Because it's when I think about like, okay, where does the passion come from? It's like I truly just want to help past versions of myself. And then I
Yeah.
think about and potentially like if you are a coach and you're struggling right now and you're like, I don't want to get in the DMs, I don't want to be doing that. I'm like, it breaks my heart a little bit because I go, where like it's a past version of you that's like
Yes.
desperate for help and you're unwilling to get in there and meet them where they're at and like hold their hand through those first steps. It's like
Yeah.
there's part of me that goes, "Fuck, if you're not willing to do that, then you
Then
don't
don't be a
then
coach.
don't do it."
Yeah.
Like, don't be the person that expects to have these like this incredible lifestyle and the incredible results that we
Yeah.
see. It's like we put the work in. Like
Yeah.
and the work is we actually outwardly love people.
Actually love people before they step into our world. And I think this is the thing. I went through one of these, I think it was a mini chat funnel the other day, where someone, it was like, I thought it was them. They sent me a message, it seemed like them.
Yeah.
And then I replied, and then an automated reply came. And I was like, "You're not even awake right now."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to work with someone who's not awake at 5 o'clock because and this wasn't about coaching, this is a completely different thing. And it was like, if you're not up at 5, how are you going to do the work in my house? Because right now, I need you to come at 5.
Yeah.
So if you're not awake now, you're not going to be awake tomorrow. Anyway, this computer generated thing just kept chatting to me, chat, chat, chat. And I'm not saying that they're all bad, right? Sometimes we'll use something like
Absolutely.
that to get someone to the point where it's like, are you just here to watch or do you actually want something? And then one of us jumps in.
Hmm.
And I think this is the thing where human connection is highly valuable and becoming more and more valuable.
Yeah.
And so when you're working with coaching clients, be valuable and let them know how valued they are. Right? A client needs to feel valued to buy.
Yeah.
And if you're not valuing them, they're not going to feel valued and therefore they're not going to buy. So if you're struggling to get clients, value your clients more and value yourself in the process. You are a coach for a reason. You love people.
Yeah. I want to like take this in a slightly different but still
Yeah,
kind of similar
definitely.
direction. In that and there isn't I know that I feel like I'm speaking about it all the time and it's because we've been like generating so much energy towards Elevate,
Mhm.
one of our coaching programs right now. And there is a module that I recently recorded around like how to have client retention
Yes.
and how to have your clients re-sign and how to like keep clients in your world and continuously add value to them and all the
Yeah.
things. And one of the key things that we do so freaking well, like, and it's because we love it ourselves. So
Yeah.
we give it so like willingly. We're like, that's a no-brainer for us to do that.
Yeah.
Is to celebrate our clients and
Oh my
to really
goodness.
fucking love our clients. Like
Yeah.
there's a whole thread in our high level container Amplify. There's a whole thread in the chat dedicated to wins. And it isn't necessarily, yes, absolutely. It's when people are getting sales, yet it's way more than that. Like
Yeah.
it's dedicated when someone runs a women's circle or when someone like overcomes or manages a challenging conversation or an interaction.
When someone gets $50,000 in sponsorship.
Yes, it's
Yep.
like all of these different things that depending on what their goals are, whether or not it's in alignment, right? So we've got a whole wins thread. Now, I was thinking about this morning because we had a lot of wins in EAWTC and through that process, like we have this like beautiful thing when we celebrate people coming into our world
Yep.
where whoever's just closed that will put a drum in the chat, right?
Yes, I love the drum. The drum is so fun because it's like
It's
da,
so
da, da, da.
fun. So that emoji gets, this is like in our team chat, like that emoji gets dropped in the chat. The whole team is like, go tell me,
tell us,
what is it? Like, yay, this is so exciting. And then it's like everybody celebrates every single person that comes into our world. Like the whole team is energetically bought into every single person that enters our world,
Yeah.
which is so freaking exciting. And I was thinking
And some
about
people
that.
are going to hear that and go, is that just like you're celebrating sales? Hell no. We're celebrating the name of the person
Yeah.
because that person is about to change their life.
Yeah. Like it like gives me goosebumps even
Yeah.
thinking about it. And then I think about how we've managed to map that across into like our relationship with our clients.
Yes.
And so when they have a win, it's like, yes, we're celebrating them, but we're also celebrating the ripple effect. We're also celebrating ourselves. Like
Yes.
it's all of it.
Everything.
And it's just like this beautiful representation of continuously filling up the cup of your clients. So if you have clients right now and you're like, oh, I don't know if they're going to re-sign or not, like where are they at? Like how are you actually showing them that you value them?
Yeah. How are you filling up that cup
Yeah.
so that the water overflows so that it comes towards you?
Yeah, I love this. And I feel like coaching is such a like wide industry in terms
Yeah, it
of
is.
like what you can do and who you can do. So like let's bring it back into so we want to be able to fill up the people, like that's how we got there in terms of in your DMs.
Yeah.
But if we bring it back to that like energetic expression, the only way that you're going to be able to realize the energetic expression of a particular person is if you're willing to take the time, because realistically what it is looking at their deep structure, right? It's like
Absolutely.
it's hearing their language and it's like hearing what is in between the words. It's like listening to their tonality, their pauses, like how are they actually speaking? What does it feel like to be in conversation with them?
It's recognizing the alignment within them towards
Yes.
what your offer is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we can sit in a meeting and the person can be like, oh, like I'm unsure, yet their language and everything else can like be towards them like achieving or actualizing this huge big goal. And it can be as simple as going, do you want this? For them to say yes.
And they're a yes. That's it. There's no selling in the meeting because by the time people get to that meeting, they've had so much contact with us that they actually know that they're full and ready to go.
Yeah. And I think it's like, it's this really beautiful opportunity to feel. Like if we think about the energetic alignment, it's really feeling another person, right?
Yeah.
And it's that opportunity to feel that to help them paint the picture. I know in a previous episode we talked about essentially how we manifest, if we're to use
Yeah.
that word. But it's an opportunity to help paint the picture with a potential client when you're on a sales call, where you help them paint that picture. You see, hang on, can I, like, is this picture something that I can invest in? Because as a coach, you're investing your own time, you're investing your own energy to help this other person actualize that picture. So it's as much as getting them to buy into their picture, it's also like, hang on, am I bought in on this picture? And all of that happens on a sales call.
And when there's alignment between coach, client, and client energy, that's when you create great success.
This is essentially like we talk about how clients can borrow belief from their
Yes.
coach, right?
Yes.
And it's like if we're bought in on a vision,
It's going to happen.
holy shit. And to the point
Yeah.
where if we, and this happened like recently,
A few days ago.
where,
Oh, it'll be a few weeks ago when you hear this.
yeah, where we've been completely bought in on a vision, we're completely bought in on the person, and they're not yet
Yeah.
on actualizing the vision, it
Yeah.
fucking breaks my heart.
Oh, that was not what I was going to say. And that did also happen a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The thing that I saw happen a few weeks ago is we literally called in. We went, we want EAWTC to
Oh,
be in
unreal.
America
Unreal.
and the UK more than what we already are. And then straight away in our training just gone, there's the person from the UK. There's the person from the USA. They both put in a proposal on their own. And we're starting over there. So if you're listening to this and you're from the USA, there's now something going to be happening in the US for you. And if you're here from the UK, there's going to be something happening just outside of London for you guys. And that's how you create it. You fill up the cup so much that the water pours back to you.
Yeah, it's such a brilliant analogy. If you're in the States, you should keep your eyes peeled in general, I think.
Absolutely.